And the Philadelphia 76ers. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Well, we got plenty of youth on both sides. Clark, what's it like to be part of an up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly. Both ways. You're right.
So the net starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with LeVert. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. And you got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Irving kicks to Durant. Over Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out how that one went in. Don't think they drew it up that way, but hey, it still counts because it worked.
Now here's Simmons. Misses the fallback J.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Passes to Irving. To the middle. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Irving.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Now, here's Richardson. Defense is right there. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. From the stripe. Good as the jump shot falls. Simmons got his first points in this one.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Irving kicks to Durant. Such a wide-open look.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And that one drops.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Simmons. Takes it from 10. Jordan with the rebound. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. In the corner, Irving with it. And stolen by Simmons. Inside, Harris. No good on that one. Great D that time from Durant. Three-pointer. Prince trying to free himself up. That one misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Nets trail by 3. Irving kicks to Jordan. Outside Durant. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Harris misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now let's send it over to DA, who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently, the vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Prince. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Durant up top. Fades. Again, the Nets for two.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
Harris against Durant. Harris misses. And the steps, Clark, the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
Now Simmons following the three-point attempt by DeAndre Jordan. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Yeah, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Pass to Prince. The dish now to Durant. Simmons against Irving. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Horford finds Richardson. Teardrop shot. Tipped away. Irving with the steal. Goes up. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And when Irving is feeling it, he's untouchable. A prime-time scorer who can spot up as well as create for himself.
Now here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. Here's Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. The shot off that time. Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's LeVert. Richardson cover. Simmons against Irving. Now the pass to LeVert. Over Richardson. And it's LeVert missing. 76ers trailing. Here's Simmons. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angles. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
James Ennis, he'll check in for Al Horford. The Nets also changing it up. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. And Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. Irving up top, guarded by Simmons. Count the basket. And the Nets lead by 2.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons over Irving. Again, Philadelphia. The Nets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Pass to LeVert. Harris, right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris, good. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Now here is Harris after Ben Simmons' miss. Chandler dishes to Irving. Passes it to LeVert. Offline with his 3. The 76ers shooting 47% here so far. Here's Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
That one a little long. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Over in the corner, Chandler. Right at the free throw line. A putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets leading by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Durant. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dishes to Harris. Over Chandler. A nice shot by Harris.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Poke loose. Left side Chandler. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Ennis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Horford. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 4. 1:11 left to play in the first. Good on the three-point shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, it's been a long time coming for Nets fans, but starting this offseason, Brooklyn will actually own their own draft pick.
I hope for all Nets fans, they can avoid this situation for a long time.
Scotty's checked in for Harris. That one is no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. To the paint, here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And so here is Philadelphia. Milton, guarded by Harris. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And although the Nets have improved, Clark, they still have some areas that have traditionally given them some trouble.
Well, when you're a team that struggled to win consistently, there are a lot of holes and chinks in your armor. They only play okay defense and don't create a lot of turnovers. The turnover game is usually in favor of the opponent with them. They have the talent to be a good defensive team. I think they just have to be a little more focused and intense at that end of the floor.
Now here's Durant. He's got 11. Ennis taking his time here. Milton guarded by Harris. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. That's tipped and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Seven seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Harris. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Ennis. Scott is out there with Horford. Then there's Ben Simmons. No good on that one.
And, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie appeared to come out of nowhere. Played in college at Colorado, got hurt right before he was drafted. But he's an outstanding competitor who does all of the little things it takes to win. I mean, you watch him play, and it's easy to see why he earns a coach's trust on the floor.
And he sinks the second. And for Dinwiddie, he has the sound fundamentals coaches love. Got an invite to the skills competition last season.
Yeah, he's fluid, but he's almost robotic in that he doesn't waste any movement, and that's a compliment for this guy. I mean, he's not really flashy, but super effective because he knows his game, and he does a nice job blending in with his teammates.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Al Horford. From outside the arc, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Jordan. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter, textbook form, beautiful to watch.
Now here's Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range.
Take a break.
He's got post-up ability.
2 shots.
And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. And the 76ers last season making it to the conference semifinals, Clark, before they were dispatched by the Boston Celtics.
And I guarantee you, Kevin, if you told any fan that would be their fate at the start of the season, they'd have banked that and went with it. Team had a great learning experience as they got past Miami and then lost to the Celtics. I think this group will be highly motivated to take the next step going forward.
Here's Horford following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Lets it go from 11. They get it again. Horford kicks to Simmons. The pass to Ennis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And it's LeVert missing. The 76ers trail by 6 to the inside. Here's Milton. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
That's good. He's 5 for 9. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Durant. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponents' field goal percentage last year.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Ennis misses. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But I think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
And Philadelphia has possession following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Ennis has got his second basket of the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Simmons. Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. Pass to Dinwiddie. With his first shot attempt, Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 11. He kicks it to Horford. Now here's Ennis, defended by Durant. Now here's Ennis, and he banks in the layup. Ennis has got it back down to single digits for the 76ers.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
LeVert the pass to Jordan. Here's LeVert. He feeds it to Durant. Scott pulls it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Here's LeVert, poked away, and stolen by Simmons. No good there. Great D that time from Jordan. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now here's Ennis. He's covered closely. Passes it to Simmons. They double him with Jordan. Simmons finds Horford. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
The feed to Ennis. To the middle. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Ennis misses.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
And the shot goes in.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Simmons, missing his rookie year due to the injury, but he showed he was worth the wait.
No doubt. And you just don't see players with his skills and his body type come around that often, Kevin. I mean, he started quickly out of the gates and took over the Rookie of the Year award race almost immediately.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
And it's Irving missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Nets leading by 7. Now Irving. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Here's Richardson. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Simmons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Simmons got 14 points.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So for the Nets, Allen comes in for Jordan, and Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Taurean Prince. Here is Durant. 22 points for him. 2 points. That one goes.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now here's Embiid. It's a 10-point game. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Here's Chandler after the Sixers pick up 2. The pass to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. And the Nets, another 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Simmons. 16 points for him. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy's just too smart.
Embiid against Allen. Irving. And the layup falls. And the Nets lead by 11.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Ennis, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Nets leading by 11. And here's Irving. On the wing, Chandler. For 3, Durant. And no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Richardson with it. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Simmons. Back to Richardson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Chandler.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
And he makes the first.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. When they took over the team, it was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And for this Brooklyn front office, they've done a good job with what they started with.
Yeah, and even though they've taken nice small steps forward every season, complacency has to be stiff-armed and held back. The GM wants to preach impatience and doesn't want the team to feel full or satisfied.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That's good from Durant. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Fades and shoots. And that one goes long. Brooklyn leading by 12. Embiid with the steal. Simmons against Irving. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Excellent awareness from Embiid, sensing an opportunity to shoot and taking advantage of it.
The Nets shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Irving for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Feeds it to Harris. 5 on the clock. Pass to Durant. The three. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Here's Ennis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ennis has got 8 points here in this quarter. The Nets with the lead. Irving kicks to Chandler. Passes it to LeVert. Now, here is Irving. Richardson cover. It's Durant on the wing. 26 points for him. Over Ennis. Durant, no good. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simmons against Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has
Shooting
him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
Here's Embiid. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, one thing about Kevin Durant, you know what you're going to get from him in most nights. But in the first half, you saw the full capacity of what he could provide. Great skills, great production, but also great leadership. Durantula!
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Durant is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's LeVert in at the shooting guard. Now here's Simmons, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Richardson. He kicks to Simmons. Over Irving. No good from Simmons. Nets leading by 10. Pass to Prince. It's Irving, top of the key. There's the pass to LeVert. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Harris. And it's Durant missing. Down low, Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist in the game. And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him. The talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
No good from Simmons. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Irving for 3, nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 10 points.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Richardson the pass to Simmons. Fade away. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Here's LeVert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Karis LeVert came into the league as a scoring wing, but has changed into a playmaker. I mean, he developed into a primary ball handler out of necessity, and it's a role he's thrived in. He attacks the defense and can finish at the rim himself or find teammates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And LeVert has described his game as constantly evolving, something backed up as his transition from wing to simply playmaker.
Yeah, he's a high character, high quality young man, and he's gone through a ton of injuries going back to his days at Michigan, getting more and more comfortable with the ball in his hands because he's a guy that can make plays, and I think his game is just going to continue to grow as the years pass.
Philadelphia with the ball, trailing by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simmons against Irving. Simmons inside. Over Irving. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And really, Simmons makes it look elementary, simple. I mean, the way he attacks defenses from multiple angles is hard to deal with if you're defending.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Pass to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Irving missing. The 76ers trailed by 11. Here's Richardson. 7 points in the game. Here's Embiid. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Irving against Simmons. Prince, the pass to LeVert. Irving double team. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shots good by Durant.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
You know, after being in the cellar for a few years, the Brooklyn Nets have started to turn things around here. I mean, good young core to build around and add to, and I think things are starting to look up in every department.
Harris inside, defended by Durant. Harris misses. And Clark, the Nets during this turnaround, they've done a good job of positioning themselves.
Yeah, you can look at a number of things. One, taking on vets with bad contracts to accumulate assets. Two, went from lacking picks in the draft to having a lot of options. Those things, when you combine them, help you speed up the process of getting better.
Now, here's Richardson, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Right side, Simmons. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Nets with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Durant. Goes up at the stripe. Again, the Nets for two.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The 76ers trail by 14. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. He was all alone on that one. And it's 6 points for Prince.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Simmons. 22 points for him. 5 to shoot. True on the 14-footer. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Outside Durant. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Richardson the bounce pass. 17-foot shot on the way. And it falls over the rim and in. Simmons got 26.
And if you're not going to respect Simmons' jumper, then he's going to hurt you with it. I mean, it's quite smooth coming off his hand.
Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Irving. What's the status, David?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Nets. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
And here is Durant after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Simmons. 26 points for him. They get a hand on it. Here's LeVert. Outside for Jordan. Passes it to Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 37 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Harris's shot is good. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears him to the players and helps his team.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Prince. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for LeVert. On defense, Philadelphia. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Allen. That one good for two.
Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
The 76ers trail by 15. Now Richardson, 7 points in the game. Here's Simmons. Back to Richardson. At the elbow, Horford. Clock at 6. Harris against Chandler. Harris's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Over in the corner, Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's the three. Chandler, no good. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Brooklyn. The lead is 15. Inside, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
The pass to Simmons. And he converts the layup. Simmons got 28 points for the game.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Now here is Harris. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Horford.
You know, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
The first free throw is good, and Philadelphia making a change here. Neto's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. David Nwaba is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. He hits both from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Neto kicks to Horford. Back to Neto. Pass to Embiid. Horford with it. Passes it to Harris. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 17. Over to the wing. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And so here is Philadelphia. 1:31 left in the 3rd. Here's Milton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Relax on the first.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd. Dinwiddie kicks to Chandler. Nwaba passes to Harris. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. Neto surveying the floor. Pass to Ennis. Takes the 3. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Dinwiddie. But they'll get another chance. For 3, Harris sinks the triple. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
And so here is Philadelphia following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And not being as aggressive
from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
The 76ers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Shooting one.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Dinwiddie's so good at figuring out ways to get the defense to foul him. You just can't be careless defensively when you're guarding Dinwiddie.
For Brooklyn, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Set it up, bring the play in. Let's go.
5 seconds left to play in the third. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
And here's Neto outside. Sinks the triple.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And so it's Brooklyn, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Mike Scott out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Ennis, and it's Neto in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. O'Quinn can't hit.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And yes, it's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Dinwiddie. Durant just inside the line. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Here's Neto. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Ennis, defended by Durant.
An unsung part of Durant's game. It has the instincts and length to guard a number of positions.
Kicks to Dinwiddie. It's Durant on the wing. Lets it fly. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 16. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The first one falls. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Harris looking it over. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Harris. Fires for 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 18.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
5 to shoot. Milton off the left rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Dinwiddie. He kicks to Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Pass to O'Quinn. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here's Ennis. Defense is right there. Shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you can tell Durant loves to play the game. Whether it's the NBA or a pickup at Rucker Park, this guy is balling 24/7.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris comes in for James Ennis. And Simmons subbed in for Raul Neto. And both free throws good for Durant. And here is Harris. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Simmons slams it in.
And the vertical of Simmons, guys, I tell you, an extraordinary dunker when given the chance to launch and lift like that.
Here's Dinwiddie. They double him with Simmons. And stolen by Scott. Fast break, Philadelphia. Ball going up court. Finishes the break with a slam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Harris against Durant. The kick out to Scott. Here's Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's LeVert in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Second free throw, no good. Nets leading by 17. To the inside, Durant. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Simmons with it, picked up by Harris. Scott up top. Harris outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Timeout. Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's LeVert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn leading by 12. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Here's LeVert. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Durant comes to help. Out to the right wing. Here's Milton. Good on the triple.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to LeVert. Now the dish to Prince. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Here's LeVert. Harris outside. Floats one up. He gets it in there. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Dishes it to Horford. Prince with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 13. Here's LeVert. Harris outside. Clock at 6. And stolen by Horford. And now the 76ers on the break. Richardson's running. Kicks to Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And that one misses.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And he sinks the second. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's LeVert. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. LeVert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And LeVert is always aggressive. I like that mindset of his, especially in how he drives to the rim playing downhill. Goes there with a lot of speed.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 14. Outside Durant. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Dinwiddie. Now the pass to Prince. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. From deep. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Prince. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-6 run. Simmons left side. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Simmons. Prince against Horford. Prince kicks to Durant. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 44.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And the 76ers call time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Right side, Simmons. Horford high post. Pass to Harris. Over Durant. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Horford. 14 points for Tobias Harris.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris drives in. Softly drops in the floater. Harris has got 12 points in just the second half. Brooklyn leading by 11. And the pass to Durant. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. In the corner, Simmons with it. Pass to Embiid over Jordan. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And here's Richardson outside. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. They double him with Simmons. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Passes to Durant. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. And he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. To the middle. And Brooklyn turns it over again. 41 seconds left in the game.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
Now here's Simmons. Down low. 4 on the clock. Let's go. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Dinwiddie. And an intentional foul right there.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Harris kicks to Simmons. Pass to Harris. From outside the arc, it's money from deep. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.